Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lozy PC and welcome to a live recording of the Invictus play by email. We're going through the December 25th turn and then dealing with our Boxing Day orders this session. I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone has been having a good few days. So, things are kind of progressing. Slowly but surely, and we are planning to, get troops to certain areas. We are well underway with our invasion of Rabaul. We should be underway with our reinforcements landing at the Philippines, as well as kind of moving stuff in China. Now, the big thing that we do want to be dealing with is Japanese submarines. Now, we have some up near Port Arthur, not Japanese submarines, American submarines, Allied submarines. We've got some near Port Arthur, so we might need to make sure we've got some more patrols around there. We definitely do, I believe. We'll just make sure that we've got enough to deal with them. Destroyers, finding a Dutch sub. Please do some damage. Nice. Internal explosion hit. Severe. Okay, we could be sinking a Dutch sub here. This is big news. Okay, that is some really good news. That took some really heavy hits. And yes, Brunei is nearby, so he could sneak in there. But obviously, given that my troops are nearby, it's also a risk for him to land there or drop it off. Fingers crossed, that submarine is sunk. That's what we want, okay? Obviously, sinking submarines is going to be incredible. I'm happy just to do enough damage to put them in port for a while, okay? And, every time we do significant damage to the submarine, the crew all get a double ration of sake. I don't know if the Japanese drink sake on boats like, Brits drink rum or something, but... I'm gonna use that stereotype. So I apologize to any Japanese viewers if you find that somewhat offensive. I wouldn't. Sake is amazing and it's great and I love it. Gets me quite drunk quite quickly. It's great. So more submarines during the day near patrol boats. So we have kind of dealt with some of our patrol boats, giving them better captains. Or rather, nice. See, that's what we want. Damage the stern, taking on some water. It might not be enough to sink this sub, but it should be enough to put them into port. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, the Americans have got Manila and the sub base at Manila, but hopefully it won't be too much longer that they'll have that. Not great. Cargo ship getting hit by subs, but we'll take what we can get, 2 submarines damaged this turn. 1 transport ship sunk / damaged. We'll assume it's going to be sunk. But really, really good for us. Good ground casualties as well over in China and bombardment of Singapore from the air. I don't know if this is going to do any damage. It did a little bit. Okay. The Lily's got a little bit of damage, which should be fine. Sally's on their bombing run. In southern Burma, Clark Field. Again, nothing really there, frustratingly. Nanyang getting some good hits. In Malaya, okay, still doing some stuff. And some more raids on top of Hong Kong. Not much going on there. It'll be nice to take Hong Kong today, because if we do, then we'll be keeping it in kind of real time, so to speak. Hong Kong fell on Christmas Day 1941, so that'll be pretty cool if we can do that. Elsewhere, we need to make sure that our invasion in China towards Chengchao is going well. We also want to make sure that troops are moving in Malaya and in the Philippines. So we'll make sure we kind of check all of those today, and we'll see how that ship got on that got hit by the American submarine. So that should be... well, there you go. There's the ship. It has unfortunately sunk, which is frustrating. But not the end of the world, okay? It's not the end of the world. I'm not too worried if we do lose some stuff, but obviously, ideally, we want to keep as much as we can. Now, I also want to make sure that we have our recon planes getting to Rabaul as well today. So that we can, if we need to, can call off the invasion of Rabaul at basically, the last minute, in case there is any overwhelming troops there. I'd like to hope there isn't, but you never know. I'm not sure what Invictus is planning in regards to his defense down there. So, that is the night, the day flights, etc., which is all done. Subchaser did find another US submarine, but didn't do anything to it. Again, probably needing a better captain with some more aggression. And I think that actually is working out well for us. Ah, fuck, we put a bombardment attack on rather than a deliberate. That's frustrating. So we won't be capturing that today. Bombardment on Clark Field, not a problem for me. A lot of casualties, though, rather frustratingly. I always wonder why that seems to happen so much in this game. That, when you first get troops moving, they seem to take a lot of moving in to do bombardment attacks. They seem to take a lot of casualties. I always do wonder about that. But it's okay. It's not a problem. So production phase, supply movement phase, blah blah blah. All these other phases. Let's see what goes on. Upgrading ships. There shouldn't be really too much being upgraded at the moment, although it is. Soon we will be getting some ships in for upgrades, particularly destroyers, getting more anti-submarine stuff. So we're going to stop expanding the airfield. We are going to expand the port at Yokohama because it's Yokohama. You want to do that. That can be our main offload point for the south. Now Sendai, this has got a load of troops here that we need to kind of move. I'm happy to kind of keep these both expanding. I don't see too much issue there. Now, we have got the 16th Army here, the 2nd Division, most of which are over in Kuching. The 4th Infantry Regiment is inactive because, again, it's either in Kuching or Sendai. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move all of these over because this will allow us to have the 2nd Division available to, hit somewhere like Pamlabang and at least support us going forward. So we should have a load of transport ships here, as well as some... Oh, we do have some loads of transport ships there. So let's transfer everything... because that's in surface combat. Okay, transfer ships to and from. Just the ones in task forces. Troop capacity 10,000, cargo capacity 28,000. We might need some more stuff for troop capacity, but we will see. So load troops. Let's load these. Yeah, we might need some more here. Turn on... No, we will take supplies with us. It seems okay, actually. It does seem like they're all going to fit. We'll add one more to there just to make sure we've got a bit more space, a bit more safety for it. So let's just check that is all of them being loaded. Yeah, the others are part of the Eastern Army that has to stay here, but this 2nd is all being loaded, which is good. Cool. What do I want to do? They can't yet dock at Sendai because it's too small. What we do also want to make sure we've got is some destroyers going with them. Now, there is some destroyers up here in the north. What are they kind of watching over? Stuff from Wake Island. Ah, okay, I know what's going on there. That is Shum. That is top secret. So, set home port. Or actually, set task force, meet these guys, and then merge. And then we got some destroyers with them as well, just to kind of keep them protected. Okay, so We need to keep an eye on what's going on over here. The 6th Army is still moving to cross the river, so we still have to wait for that. Elsewhere, you know, our troops are moving where they need to, hopefully to move towards Xiaosao and cut off Xi'an, which is kind of key. Let's get the troops in Hong Kong to do another deliberate attack. Because we're a couple of days behind, which is frustrating. Now, Canton still is struggling with its garrison, which is a pain in the ass. We're going to follow up with our 104th Division on the troops that we've been kind of hitting, and our 4th Independent Mixed Regiment is crossing over from Vietnam into Nanning. Good. Okay, in Malaya, things are still moving, which is handy. So we're not going to complain about that. And in Brunei, okay, so the 124th Battalion, this is going to be knocked up to the 124th Regiment. I'm still offloading supplies. How much is there right now? 25,000. Okay, that should be more than enough for the time being. So what I'm going to do is we are going to... These guys are in strat moves, so that's fine. We are going to cancel offloading resources, load troops, turn on troop load only because they've already got some supplies, load the 124th Battalion, accept, and then set home port to Cam Ranh Bay. And then obviously they're going to, you know, the 124th Regiment can reform there before we move it on elsewhere. Now, the other thing that I want to make sure is we should somewhere have some Tojos, KI-44 Tojos. We do, they're here. Transfer to base, they can move maximum range of 11. Is that going to get you down to Cam Ranh Bay? It is. And then from there, they can transfer over to Miri, and they can kind of just make sure that they are our initial defense against anything that a certain someone wishes to do. So if he wishes to bombard us with aircraft from the north, then we can, from the south, and particularly B-17s, then we can make sure that that's, you know, that's somewhat covered. That is the aim of that. Okay. What we got here? Where is it going? Nowhere yet. Okay, that's fine. So Kiaveng should have the first company, and it's got its port. Where are the Babs? Not there. That's Nels. They should be here. They are here. Okay. 28. Can that get you to Kavieng by yourself? Not allowed due to absence of airfield. What? I thought there was an airfield there. Uh-oh. This is going to be awkward. Oh, wait. There was a port there, but not an airfield. Shit. 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 Oh, that's not good. That's not ideal at all. Okay. Standard radius is 25 for those. I'm wondering, should have Rabul to truck 17. Okay, so what we're going to have to do here is I want these on recon. I know they're not particularly useful for recon, but we're going to want those to recon because the Babs can't do it just yet. Because the invasion is well underway for Rabul, we want to make sure that we actually get them, just double checking. So let's get recon on Rabul. Not going to be perfect, but it's better than nothing. Knock them down 1 and 1, so we've at least got some planes doing flight. Yeah. Not perfect, to say the least. Not the perfect situation. But, you know, might be what we have to do just to make sure. As I say, we want to try and make sure that, you know, whenever we're trying something mad and crazy, that we at least are on top of it, so we don't risk, losing a lot of troops for no bloody reason. Now, one thing I probably will do, where do we have our DMSs? I know they're up near Sama. I was just wondering if there was any nearby. Oh no, they're not there. Where are they then? Do you have a load of... Okay, there's some there. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, all ships. Minecraft. Okay, these are all mine layers. DMSs, where are they? TF-88. Oh, they're all moving now. Okay, fine. I'll let them off. They're all moving camera bay because we need them to just minesweep Kuching as well. Alright, so a load of infantry regiments here that are due to go to Kotabaru are ready to move. But again, we are going to wait because what we want to do is we want to capture this first base and then move on from there. And in that way, we can do what we need to do. We do have an airfield here for the time being. We could move some Nates. Oh, there is some Oscars actually that aren't doing much. Let's move some Oscars up to here and go on to Cap. They're 1Cs as well, so they are armed with both of them. Both their guns are 12.7 millimeters. Just to see what they can deal with in case Invictus tries to do some bombing raids on us. Now, troops in Manila, troops here are going to move forward to Manila. The 14th Army, we want to send that down now. So the aim here is, we'll use the artillery regiments to do it, and then the rest can follow, because the artillery regiments are going to be the slowest ones. We want to kind of, he seems like he's pulling troops from Manila into Clark Field, which, yeah, makes total sense. Obviously, our plan is to make sure that we capture Manila, and then from there we can move into Clark Field. We do have a load of troops moving up from the south, another 8,000 infantry moving up from the south. They will take their time. Yeah, they're not moving particularly quickly. Let's set all to move, and then set future objective also for Manila, and set all to this. And then, yeah, hopefully that will get them to move just a little quicker. They've got quite a way to go. At least 3-4 more tiles. So quite a few miles to march. But again, getting them on the move will be good. So I think that actually is everything. I don't think there's too much more we need to do at the moment. We've obviously got our invasions on the way. Let's just have a quick look at intelligence report. Ship sunk. We're still not getting a load whether or not we've sunk his... Oh, the Colorado has supposedly sunk. Interesting. Okay. So, what I'm more interested in is this. So, yeah, just 2 at the moment. So, it might take a little bit of time before we find out if anything else has sunk. Would be nice, obviously, to see. Now, how are things going at the moment? It is not really anybody winning at the moment. The big thing clearly is the fact that the Allied score is still much higher, but they are getting that from bases such as Singapore. So the Allies get 1,800 points from Singapore. Hong Kong gives them quite a bit as well. Yeah, 640. Places like Rangoon is also pretty high as well. So once we capture those places, hopefully, those scores will start to level out. But the scores at this point are not really worthwhile thinking about. It's still very much the beginning of the game. So we won't worry too much about that. All right, then. So we will leave it here for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Do please, if you enjoy this, hit that like and subscribe button. It does really help. People don't just say it for no reason. It is a legitimate thing on YouTube because algorithms and whatnot. Drop a comment below as well if you know there's something you want to highlight or suggest or whatever. Also, come join us in our Discord as well. There should be a link down below, and if you want to check out Invictus's combat reports and what he's doing on his side, again, go check the description below. Please, if you do come and join the Discord or anything like that, and you are watching both, please don't spoil. A big part of this game is obviously trying to outwit one another, use the in-game resources to try and find out what each other is doing, and then having someone who's just going to come in and go, oh, by the way, Invictus's carriers are here, or he's doing this, etc. It's not very fun, and I would hope that nobody is doing the same to him from me, because we want to have as much fun as possible, which we are. I know I am. So yeah, Invictus is as well. But thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.